From fiery failures in Boca Chica to near-perfect orbital flights, Starship has come a long way. The rocket we'll see in Flight 11 is a completely different beast from the one that first lifted off years ago. Every crash, every upgrade, and every test shaped the most powerful rocket ever built. When Elon Musk first talked about Starship, most people thought it was too ambitious. A fully reusable rocket made of stainless steel designed to take humans to Mars. It sounded insane. But instead of dreaming, SpaceX started building, testing, and blowing things up to learn faster than anyone else. The journey began with Starhopper, a small test vehicle that hopped just 150 meters in 2019. That little hop proved one thing: Raptor engines worked. What followed was the wildest period in SpaceX history. SN8, the first full-scale prototype, flew to 12.5 kilometers in December 2020. It did the iconic belly flop, flipped for landing, and exploded on impact. But inside that explosion was success. Aerodynamic control was proven. SN9 tried again, failed again. SN10 landed but exploded a few minutes later. SN11 vanished in fog and debris. By the time SN15 flew, SpaceX had already rewritten dozens of systems. And that flight, it finally landed safely. After 5 fiery failures, Starship touched down without blowing up. That was the first real proof Starship could be controlled, balanced, and landed. The suborbital test campaign was over. Next came the full stack phase. SpaceX connected the ship to the Super Heavy booster, a rocket 120 meters tall with 33 Raptor engines generating over 16 million pounds of thrust, the most powerful vehicle ever built. Flight 1 in April 2023 was a spectacle. It destroyed the launch pad, tore through engines, lost control, and had to be blown up. Yet, it was still a success. It proved the vehicle could lift off and gather massive amounts of data. Flight 2 in November 2023 was smoother. All 33 engines ignited, separation worked through hot staging, and for a few glorious minutes, Starship was in near-perfect flight. The booster was lost, the ship too, but SpaceX had moved another step forward. By Flight 3 in March 2024, Starship reached orbital velocity for the first time, about 7.3 kilometers per second. It opened its payload door and performed a propellant transfer test. On re-entry, it disintegrated due to heat shield failure, but the goal of reaching orbit was achieved. Flight 4 in June 2024 was redemption. The booster performed precise landing burn and softly touched down in the Gulf of Mexico. The ship re-entered more smoothly, surviving longer through plasma. For the first time, Starship proved it could reach space and return with control. Between Flights 5 and 10, SpaceX stopped chasing showy milestones and focused on refinement. The Block 2 design emerged, slightly taller, lighter flaps, more efficient heat tiles, and the next-generation Raptor 3 engines pushing 350 tons of thrust each. Control authority improved, precision landing algorithms were rewritten, and the ship became more aerodynamic. Each upgrade came from lessons learned in explosions and near successes. Starship evolved not in theory, but through iteration. SpaceX engineers made thousands of changes you'd never see. New alloys, restructured plumbing, faster software, better hydraulics. Now we arrive at Flight 11, the most advanced Starship ever built. This flight is designed to push the full system to operational readiness. The mission goals are ambitious: complete orbital re-entry, throttle Raptor relight for landing. There's also a Starlink mass simulator on board to validate payload operations. If Flight 11 succeeds, it will mark the first time SpaceX demonstrates full 2-stage recovery in a single mission. SpaceX will no longer be in testing. It will be operating the most powerful, reusable rocket ever built.
Flight 11 is not just another test. It's a statement of how far SpaceX has come since those chaotic days of SN8 crashing in flames. It's the result of thousands of engineers and technicians learning faster than any space program in history.
Starship's journey from Flight 1 to Flight 11 isn't just about rockets, it's about persistence. Every failure was a step closer to mastery. Every explosion taught a lesson no textbook could. And every improvement was a quiet promise that humanity will reach further than ever before. When Flight 11 lifts off from Starbase, it won't just be another countdown. It will be a symbol of what happens when a company refuses to give up, no matter how many times it explodes. Whether it ends in success or another lesson, Flight 11 will bring us closer to a future where reaching Mars isn't science fiction. It's the next chapter. Because this rocket, born from fire, is not just built for orbit. It's built for the stars.